and feel their strong urges to touch him and caress him. When they regained their composure, they approached the prince with great joy and went down on their knees in obeisance to him. Rahula beamed with love and affection for both of them, and I could tell that he wanted to jump into their arms and return their affectionate feelings. After all, he was just 7. But he too restrained himself, remaining poised and very much very much the dignified young monk that he was. Queen Mahapajapati was the first to speak. She said, "My goodness, Venerable Rahula, how, how you have changed. I think you've not only grown in stature and beauty, but in awareness and spiritual depth as well. There is light all around you." The young monk did his best not to blush and answered, "Every day I am instructed in the Dhamma and in the proper behavior of one who follows the Buddha. I'm learning so much, grandmother, and I'm truly happy with my new life." Princess Yasutawa frowned for a moment, thinking that her son had already forgotten her. Rahula picked this up immediately and very quickly turned to his mother and said, "I could never have adapted so quickly to life with my father if you hadn't trained me and loved me as much as you have, dear mother. I will always honor you and love you for the personal sacrifices you have made on behalf of our family. I know you appreciate the great opportunity I have for developing myself under my father's and Venerable Sariputa's guidance." The princess's expression changed instantly upon hearing these kind words, and she said, "I can't help but miss you, my dear son. We have never been apart until now. I know you have been given the inheritance I asked you to claim. You will find it to be greater than any material wealth you have inherited. Oh, sorry, uh, wealth you could have inherited. You are in good hands, and I won't worry any longer." Then she said that one day she might join him in the order, and they could work together to purify their minds and uplift the suffering people of their land. I was impressed by the way the two royal ladies behaved that day, and I was nearly overwhelmed by young Rahula's precocious emotional maturity, concludes Ananda. Mahakasapa stands. "I think this is a good place to break for the evening, my brothers. I wish that Nanda and Rahula had lived to be here at the council. Sorry, I wish Nanda and Rahula had lived to be here at the council. Their contributions would have been enormous in terms of recounting the master's life, but that wasn't to be." Each of the Arahants pauses for a moment to think about their beloved departed friends. In 3 of their cases, their departed relatives. There is no sadness in their reminiscences, because sadness, along with all other ego-related conditions, have ceased for them. They feel gratitude for having known the princes and the other dear ones that were mentioned in the evening's recollections. Page 206. 206. If you constantly watch your speech and thoughts. Okay, I think we will stop at 2 pages. Any volunteers?
Yes.
Okay,
If you
very good.
constantly watch space and thoughts, you will eventually be able to weed out those that doesn't serve you or others, and be much happier, becoming the guardian of your minds, and your thoughts will soon become second nature to you. Those unnecessary conversations in the mind will subside, and you will abide more and more in the place of the peace. Continue to keep disciple. Okay, I will stop here, Ajahn.
Okay.
I want to try. Anyone want to read it? Is it the... Okay, sister, up to you.
No, sister, the first.
Okay. The princess and the queen took the Sariputra's advice to heart and combined the 8 lifetime precepts with their practice of meditation. Before too long, they were able to accept the dramatic their families and move forward with their lives. They committed themselves even more fully to societal service activities and higher spiritual pursuits. Concludes Vadia. One day, the Buddha suggested that Shariputra advised. One day, the Buddha suggested that Shariputra take Rahula with him the next time he visited the palace. Says Ananda. Shariputra thought this was an excellent idea, and I was lucky to be with the 2 royal ladies when they arrived. Shariputra wanted Rahula's visit to be a surprise, and yet definitely was. When the young monk walked into the room, the queen and the princess practically sprang from their seats and rushed toward him. I could see that they really wanted to hug him and smote him with kisses, but they did their best to restrain themselves. They knew full well that Rahula no longer belonged to them, but was not a part of the Sangha. It was heartbreaking in a way to see their tears and feel their strong urges to touch him and caress him. Thank you.
Okay.
One day, regarding their composure, they approached the prince with great joy and went down on their knees and obeisance to him. Rahula beamed with love and affection for both of them, and I could tell that he wanted to jump into their arms and return their affectionate feelings. After all, he was just 7, but he too restrained himself with mind in voices and very much the dignified young man that he was. Queen Mahapajapati was the first to speak. She said, "My goodness, Venerable Rahula, how you have changed. I think you have not only grown in stature and beauty, but in awareness and spiritual depth as well. There is light on around you." I stop here.
Okay. Anyone else?
Okay, yeah, I will try.
Okay.
The young man did his best not to believe. I read it, I studied it, and the dharma, and the provide right videos who follow the Buddha. I'm learning so much, grandmother. I'm truly happy. Women, you wise. Our friends and the France for moments and thinking that Hamza had already forgotten her. Rahula immediately very quickly turned to his mother and said, "I could never have a daughter so quickly to white with my father if you hadn't trained me Let me ask you have, dear mother. I will always honor you and love you for the personal sacrifice you have my own via our family. I know you appreciate the great opportunity I have for developing myself under my father's venerable Sariputta guidance. Okay, I'm still here.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes,
Okay.
the princess' expression changed instantly upon hearing these kind words, and she said, I can't help but miss you, my dear son. We have never been apart until now. I know you have been given the intent I asked you to claim. You will find it to be greater than any material wealth you could have inherited. You are in good hands, and I won't worry any longer. She said that one day she might join him in the order, and they could work together to purify their minds and uplift the suffering people of their land. I was impressed by the way the two royal ladies behaved that day, and I was nearly overwhelmed by young Rahula's precious emotional materiality, concludes Ananda. Okay, I will stop here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mahakassapa stands. I think this is the good place to breathe for the evening, my brothers. I wish that Nanda and Rahula have lived to be here at the culture. Their contributions would have been enormous in terms of recording the master life, but what wasn't to be. Each of the Arahants paused for the moment to think about their beloved departed friends. In three of their case, their departed relatives, there is no sadness in their reminiscence because sadness, along with all other ego-related conditions, have ceased for them. They feel gratitude for having now the prince and the other dear ones that were mentioned in the evening's recollections. So I finished.
Okay.
Okay, Ajahn.
Okay. Okay. So we will start explaining, shall we? Let's go back to page 206. If you constantly watch your speech and thoughts, you will eventually be able to weed out those that don't serve you or others and be much happier. Do you guys understand this sentence? Any questions?
So Ajahn, we out. What is mean we out?
Weed out. It's like you remove all the things that you don't need or don't want, and you only keep the ones that you need or the things that you want. You separate the things you need and things you don't need, and you keep only the things that you need or the things that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Becoming the guardian of your minds and your tongues will soon become second nature to you. Those unnecessary conversations in the mind will subside, and you will abide more and more in a place of peace, continued the chief disciple. Any questions?
Subside.
Unnecessary.
Okay. when something is unnecessary, it's like it's not really important. It's not something that you need. Do you understand? You don't really need it. It has very little value.
Yeah.
Subside.
Yeah.
Is like it's to become weaker and weaker and just to slowly go away. It's like to reduce, to go down, lower and lower, lower and lower.
Yes.
The princess and the queen took
What about abide? What about abide?
abide. To abide is to dwell. It's like to rest your in here it's like to sort of rest or relax or to live in a place of peace. To remain in a place of peace. When you abide somewhere, like you basically dwell there, you relax there, you live there. But not necessarily permanently, but just for a moment.
I mean, yes.
The princess and the queen took Sariputta's advice to heart and combined the 8 lifetime precepts with their practice of meditation.
No question, Ajahn.
Before too long, they were able to accept the dramatic changes that had taken place in their families and move forward with their lives. No questions?
Yeah, no question.
They committed, sorry?
I have question. The right methods.
When something is dramatic, like when a change is dramatic, that means it's very, very, very different. The change is very big. It's like, for example, you were born and raised in Vietnam. And now imagine if you move to, say, Canada or America or Africa, the change will be very dramatic. It's completely different. Everything is completely different, right? So the kind of change in your environment would be very, very dramatic. The language is different, culture is different, the food is different, the country is different, everything is different. So the change is very, very dramatic. It's like when I moved to Thailand, the change was very dramatic.
Yeah.
They committed themselves even more fully to social service activities and higher spiritual pursuits, concludes Bhatia.
Here commented what this means.
Committed themselves, like you dedicate yourself, you give yourself almost 100% to something. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's like when I started teaching, I committed myself to teaching. I gave nearly 100% of myself to teaching. And then when I started fighting student affairs and the Language Institute, I committed myself to fighting them.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why I am in America right now. So I am a very bad example. Okay. One day, the Buddha suggested that Sariputta take Rahula with him the next time he visited the next time he visited the palace, says Ananda.
No question.
Sariputta thought this was an excellent idea, and I was lucky to be with the 2 royal ladies when they arrived. Sariputta wanted Rahula's visit to be a surprise, and it definitely was. No questions? Okay. When the young monk walked into the room, the queen and the princess practically sprung from their seats and rushed toward him.
Sprung.
Sprung. Okay. Sprung is past tense for spring. When you spring from something, that means you quickly get up and you jump up. Yeah.
Ủa,
Just-
nó bị xem the meaning jump thôi. Jump.
Well, not necessarily the same meaning. It's like, for example, you are very hungry and you order something, right?
Yeah.
And then the delivery guy knocks on your door. You hear the delivery guy knock on your door, and you know that it's your food. So you quickly get up and run to the door. That's called you sprung from your to open the door like very quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that they really wanted to hug him and smother him with kisses, but they did their best to restrain themselves. Any questions? No questions? Okay. They knew
What is smother?
smother is to like completely cover or provide too much of something. In this case, it's like they gave him they want to give him many kisses. Like you ever watch a movie and like you see a grandmother and their grandchildren, or a mother and her children, and she hugs them and she gives them like 1,000 kisses in like 5 seconds, like more. Yeah, to give their child as many kisses as possible in 5 seconds. Yeah. They knew full well that Rahula no longer belonged to them, but was now part of but was now a part of the Sangha. You guys understand, right? It was heartbreaking
Yes.
to see their tears and feel their strong urges to touch him and caress him.
What is caress?
Caress. To caress something is like to really, I think it's like to really hug something, to hug someone affectionately.
The same meaning hug.
Yes. Actually, no. Sorry. It's to you ever see someone hold a baby, and when they're holding the baby, they're like kind of hugging them and they're using their hands to like to stroke the baby, to sort of rub the baby's head or the baby's back. That's called caress.
Caress. Oh.
Rahula beamed with love and affection. Oh, sorry. When they regained their composure, they approached the prince with great joy and went down on their knees in obeisance to him. Rahula beamed with love and affection for both of them, and I could tell that he wanted to jump into their arms and return their affectionate feelings.
Bình.
Dạ. Giáo là nó so đạt và nó.
No. Sorry.
Can you explain when they reached and
When they regained their composure. So,
regain?
do you remember what composure means?
Calm down or
Calm down.
No, your composure is how you control your mind and your body and your emotions. That's your composure. So when you maintain your composure, that means you remain calm. You try to remain calm and normal. Now, sometimes you are angry, sometimes you are sad, but you don't want to show your emotions to your coworkers, your colleagues, or your classmates. So you have to maintain your composure and sort of pretend like you are not experiencing some kind of emotion that is bothering you, right? Uh, Sometimes it's necessary. I mean, we've all had those instances where, one of our classmates have made us angry, or even our siblings, like our brothers and sisters. Sometimes they'll make us angry in public, but we control ourselves and maintain our composure. We don't show our emotions in public, you know.
Mm.
So even though you are angry at your brother or sister, you control your emotions, you control your body language because you are in public. You don't want to look like a crazy family. So to regain something is to get it back. So when they saw Rahula, you have to remember, when they saw Rahula, they wanted to hug him and kiss him and, you know, give him all the love and affection that they could possibly give him. But they had to control themselves. Why? Because Rahula is now what? A Samanera. Okay? So they regained their composure. They controlled themselves and they brought themselves back to normal. Okay, they were able to control their urge, their strong feeling to hug their son and grandson, and now they are composed. They have regained their composure. To regain something is to take it back, to get it back.
Okay.
After all, he was just 7. Excuse me.
What does it mean after all?
After all, it's like we say this to like sort of emphasize a fact.
Truly. Oh, in fact.
Yeah, almost like in fact, but we're trying to emphasize some kind of fact that is how do you say it? Yeah, we're trying to emphasize. We're trying to emphasize a fact that was not previously mentioned. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
another not
Yes.
not mentioned previously.
Yeah,
Not mentioned.
we're
Okay.
trying to emphasize something because he wanted to jump in their arms, but he couldn't because he's a Samanera. Now you cannot blame him because he's 7 years old. So you say, after all, he was just 7. Do you get it?
Yes. Yes, I got it.
But he too restrained himself, remaining poised and very much the dignified young monk that he was.
The same meaning, poise and composure.
You skip Rahula being with love and affection.
No, I read that part. That's the part that I was trying to explain. Oh, okay. But again.
Okay. Ajahn, continue. It's okay.
Okay. Poise. Yeah. To be poised is to maintain your composure. So when your composure is maintained, when you have maintained your composure, that means you are poised. Queen Mahapajapati was the first to speak. She said, "My goodness, Venerable Rahula, how you have changed. I think you've not only grown in stature and beauty, but in awareness and spiritual depth as well. There is light all around you." Any questions?
Stature.
Stature, like the size.
Size.
Yeah. Sometimes we use the word stature to describe or to emphasize someone's status, position. Sometimes, not all the time. The young monk did his best not to blush and answered, "Every day I am instructed in the Dhamma and in the proper behavior of one who follows the Buddha." Any questions? No questions? Going once, going twice? No questions?
Blush.
Blush. It's like, you ever... It's like when you compliment someone, especially women. So some girls or some women, when you compliment them, sometimes they accept what you have said to them, but they feel a little shy, so their cheeks, their face will turn a little red.
Mm.
You understand?
They show their shyness.
Yeah, they show their shyness. It's like you see like a girl and you tell her, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and she'll start blushing. She'll become sort of shy and her face will turn red. So when her face turns red, that's called blush or blushing. You understand?
Blush. Yeah.
Interested.
Instructed. When you instruct someone, you tell them what to do. It's like they're trying to learn something, so you have to tell them what to do. First, you have to do this, and then you have to do that. Now, in order to do this, you have to do this, this, and this. So you tell them the steps. Like you tell them what to do step by step. I'm learning so much, grandmother, and I'm truly happy with my new life. Princess Jasutawa frowned for a moment, thinking that her son had already forgotten her.
So for now, found for.
Frowned. Frown is the opposite of smile.
Opposites.
So when you smile, your cheeks go up, but when you frown, it goes down. It's upside down. Do you understand?
Not clear.
It's like when okay. So like think of a child when they ask you for candy or ice cream or to go play outside, and you say no. The thing that they do with their mouth, how does it look?
Don't happy.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not happy. Yeah, they're not happy. So it's the opposite of smile.
They should. Okay.
Sorry. Rahula picked this up immediately. Sorry.
Continue aja.
Okay.
I just follow up.
Okay. Rahula picked this up immediately and very quickly turned to his mother and said, I could never have adapted so quickly to life with my father if you hadn't trained me and loved me as much as you have, dear mother. Any questions? No questions?
Pick up.
To pick up. Okay, here, to pick something up is like when you notice or when you feel that your friend or your cousin or somebody is like either angry, sad, or not happy. It's like you feel it or you notice it, even though they have not said anything to you. Do you understand? Like, for example, I come to class to teach, but and I'm a little angry. But I don't tell you guys that I'm angry, right? But you are able to pick it up just by observing my body language or maybe my speech or maybe the look on my face. Now, even though I did not tell you that I'm angry, you sense that I'm angry. You can feel it. Oh, there's something wrong with him today. I think he's angry. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will always honor you and love you for the personal sacrifices you have made on behalf of our family. Sacrifice. The sacrifice is like to give something up for something else. It's like our parents sacrificed so much to keep us alive and to feed us and to put a roof over our head and to make our lives much easier or much better. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you guys understand. I know you appreciate the great opportunity I know you appreciate the great opportunity I have for developing myself under my father's and Venerable Sariputa's guidance. Any
Yeah. The previous two sentences, yeah, the other describe because of mother life, Yaula adapted Dharma life. That's right.
Yeah.
Because of the Yasodha life, Yaula
Well,
adapted to Dharma life like this.
well, she loved him and also trained him, and that's why he was able to adapt to his new life with his father.
Okay.
The princess's expression changed instantly upon hearing these words, and she said, "I can't help but miss you, my dear son. We have never been apart until now." I know you have been given the inheritance I asked you to claim. You will find it to be greater than any material wealth you could have inherited. Any questions?
Inheritance.
Inheritance. Oh, you don't remember. Oh.
Yeah.
I think we should have a test. We should have midterm exam tomorrow.
And like
Yeah.
if your parents pass away,
You give,
you believe some
Have you
money
give
or
prize?
house passed to you, right?
Yes. I know.
If you give
Like so,
give prize, whole exam.
$100.
oh yeah, $100 is quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, when I came back, I realized so many things have become expensive. Everything in America is expensive. What used to be cheap is now very, very expensive. Yeah, like I remember when I left 3 years ago, for one bottle of Coca-Cola, it costed, I think, how much was it? I think it was like $1.50 or $1.75, or maybe it was like $2.40 or something. Now it's like how much is it? It's like $3.49. It was $3.49. It's very expensive.
General daily prices.
这样 too expensive.
Sorry?
Too expensive.
General price goes that like this.
For Coke?
General price goes up or increase
Yeah.
in America.
Yes. Everything is expensive now.
Yeah, I think in all the globe, not just American.
when I came back, like I was afraid to buy anything. I'm like, why is everything so expensive? Like before, I wasn't too afraid to spend money to buy something, but now, like when I go to the store, I see something, I'm like, oh, I don't want to buy it. That's expensive. No.
Stay in temple, no need go out.
Yeah.
You go, you have to spend money.
Yeah, you have to spend money. Well, you have to work for money and earn money, and then you can spend it. But living at a temple, life is much simpler. People.
อาจารย์ can you go almsgiving?
I mean, you can. I mean, legally, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not against the law. But the problem is, no one will offer you anything.
But I heard that the layman will take the food to the temple for you, right?
Yes, and that's if you have followers. Yeah. So if you have followers, then lay people will come and offer food. But if you are like me, who I don't have any followers. So if you're like me, then no one will offer you anything. Yeah. But fortunately for me, I live with my abbot, and they have followers, or he has followers. So
you live with your abbot together. So
yeah. I don't have what they call barami. Yeah. My abbot has barami. People offer him many things every day, So I am surviving because of his barami. Okay. You are in good hands, and I won't worry any longer. Then she said that
hands.
when you are in good hands, that means you are with someone who will take care of you. Yeah. You are in good hands. Yeah, we use this in speech actually. Yeah. So like, say for example, you have a little brother, and you have to do something, but your brother cannot come with you. So you send him to your close friend, and you tell your younger brother, don't worry, I will come back. You are in good hands. So that means your friend will take good care of him. Yeah. Your friend will make sure that nothing happens to him. He'll make sure that your little brother doesn't get hurt or doesn't get kidnapped, or make sure that he has food to eat, water to drink, and a place to stay.
Yes.
Then she said that one day she might join him in the order, and they could work together to purify the minds and uplift the suffering people of and uplift the suffering and uplift the suffering people of their land. That's sort of a weird combination. You guys understand?
Uplift.
When you uplift something, when you uplift someone, you make them feel better. Do you understand? You make them feel better, and you make them happy. So here is like sorry?
Suffering. Yeah.
Uplift the suffering people. So the people are suffering, and you will uplift them. You will make them feel better, and you will make them happy by purifying their minds and teaching them about meditation and the Dhamma. Yeah. The suffering people. Uplift the suffering people. So the people who are suffering. So I don't really like this combination. It sounds weird. Like if I were the one who wrote this sentence, I probably would have said something like, uplift the people of the land who are suffering.
Yeah.
That would make more sense. I don't know why they said suffering people.
Yeah, I feel weird also.
Yeah,
uplift suffering.
Yeah, it's very confusing. But I understand what they're trying to say. Land. The land is like Thailand. the land it belongs to Thai people. The country belongs to Thai people. So the land is the ground, the earth, the dirt, soil.
ลดlike country อาจารย์ country
Yeah, you can say country. Yeah, their land of their country. I was impressed by the way the two royal ladies behaved that day, and I was nearly overwhelmed by young Rahula's precocious emotional maturity, concludes Ananda. No question.
Precocious.
Precocious. I think, if I remember correctly, it's when something is ahead of its time. It's not. He should be very young, but his emotion is very advanced, or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's right. So it's like when you have precocious emotional maturity, that means you are more mature. You are far more mature than someone your age should be. Like, for example, your mind. Sorry. You are 10 years old, but your mind and your heart is like someone who is 40 years old, 50 years old. Do you understand?
Material.
Maturity. Emotional maturity.
I am very similar.
Sorry?
I mean very similar. Resources and maturity. Very similar.
Well, not quite. It is very similar, but precocious is like it's unusual for your age to have that kind of maturity. Do you understand?
yeah อาจารย์ I have one question concerning with precocious
Okay.
right
Yeah.
So we have original age and mind age like this
Original mind?
original age
Well, it's like
original age and mind age. Yeah, you mentioned you are more mature than your age. Like this.
Yeah. Well, you can use it for maturity, but you can also use it for other things. Like let's see here. You have a precocious skill in dancing. So you are 6 years old, but you know how to dance like someone who is 25 or 35.
Yeah.
It's very unusual for someone at your age to be able to do the thing that you can do with such skill. You have a precocious ability to meditate. So you're very young, but you can meditate like someone who has been meditating for 30 years. For example.
Yeah.
It's very unusual for your age.
So I want to know, body age at bone age is another Western age is another.
Body age and wisdom age?
Yeah. The original age, I mean.
Your actual age and your wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you might find someone who is like 24 years old, but their wisdom is like someone who is 60 years old, right?
Yeah.
So that's social. Yeah.
Ajahn, can we use precocious in negative way, negative use, like precocious anger and other negative emotion?
Maybe not.
Mhm.
It's like you're describing a very good quality that's very unusual for someone at their age. It's like they have a special quality or skill or something that they know how to do that is very close to someone who is much, much older than them.
Oh,
Yeah.
use only in positive way.
Yeah. It's like that they are very, very advanced for their age.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
Mahakasapa stands. I think this is a good place to break for the evening, my brothers. I wish that Nanda and Rahula had lived to be here at the council. Their contributions would have been enormous in terms of recounting the master's life, but that wasn't to be. That's very sad. You know, I feel like they should have they should have elaborated on Rahula's death. They never told they never told us how Rahula passed away. But here they're letting us know that Rahula passed away before the Buddha because he's not there at the council. He said, Mahakasapa said, I wish that Nanda and Rahula had lived to be here at the council. That means Nanda and Rahula have passed away before the Buddha. Someone told me that Rahula passed away during meditation. Like he meditated and went to, was it our things of heaven or Dosita heaven? I'm not sure. Each of the Arahants pauses for a moment to think about their beloved departed friends. In 3 of their cases, their departed relatives. Do you guys understand? Any questions? No questions? Okay. There is no sadness in their reminiscences because sadness, along with other ego-related conditions, have ceased for them. Any questions?
Reminiscences.
Reminiscences. So reminiscences here is a thing, but you have to understand the root word. The root word is an action, to reminisce. So when you reminisce, you sit and think about the past and you remember some fond memory or something that you really, really liked in the past. So you reminisce. So maybe, okay, for example, in the past when you were a child, you 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 would often go fishing with your grandfather or hunting with your grandfather, but now you don't do that anymore. So sometimes you sit and think about the times when you would go fishing or hunting with your grandfather. So you reminisce. You think and enjoy the memory of uh, fishing with your grandfather or hunting with your grandfather. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
we say recall, right?
Well, it's much deeper than recall. To reminisce is like you remember and you enjoy the memory. Do you understand? You think about a time in the past and you sort of enjoy the memory. You sit and reminisce. To recall is just to remember, but to reminisce is like to really enjoy the memory.
It makes the emotion.
Yeah, it can be emotional. Yeah, sometimes it can arouse emotions, or sometimes it's just you often think about a time in the past and you really miss that time, you know, because you had a very great time. It's like, you know, going fishing or hunting with your grandfather when you were a child. Now you don't do that anymore, but sometimes you sit and reminisce about the time, you know, you used to go fishing with your grandfather. They feel gratitude for having known the princes and the other dear ones that were mentioned in the evening's recollections.
You mentioned recollections. It's very similar. Recollections very similar. Reminiscent.
Yeah, it's very similar to recollect. Actually, to recollect is just to remember. But reminisce, I feel like reminisce has more of a fun, sort of emotional, sort of there's sort of like an enjoyment that you get from remembering the past. Do you understand?
Yeah, reminisce takes a long time.
It can, yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine, like, you know, sitting at a restaurant, or going to like a beach or something, and you're sitting on the sand and you're thinking about the past, and you're thinking about the wonderful time you had back in high school or something. That's basically just reminiscing. You're like enjoying some kind of memory from the past, or sometimes you are becoming emotional because of the time that you are spending thinking about the past.
Yes.
Okay. Should we stop here, or do you guys want to continue?
Yeah, we can stop. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I can stop here, Chang.
Everyone, everybody wish to continue.
I think 2 pages. Yeah. We may not have enough time to
1 page.
explain.
1 page.
Okay, let's read.
1 page. Okay.
One person read one paragraph.
Yes.
Ananda is in the midst of reciting the Vaseta Sutta to the 500 Arahants. There were 2 young Brahmins, one called Vaseta and the other Bharajwaja. They started a conversation regarding the factors that make one a Brahmin. Bharajwaja said, "It has to do with one's family. If one's bloodline is pure, and there has been no intermarriage with other castes for 7 generations, then one is a Brahmin." But Vaseta said, "I disagree. If one's actions are good and one's duties are observed, then one is a Brahmin." They both stuck to their theories, and neither could convince the other that he was right. Vaseta suggested that they ask someone else's advice, and said, "There is a hermit called Gautama, a prince of the Sakyas, of whom it is said he teaches a perfect pure life. Good indeed is the sight of such saints. Let's go to this man Gautama and ask him to clear up this question, and we will take his answer to settle our dispute." So the 2 young men went off to look for this master. So the 2 young men went off to look for this master they had heard of. When they found him, they greeted him politely. And then Vaseta spoke to him and said, "Sir, we are both students of the Orthodox teachings, and we are both recognized and accepted as experts in the study of the Vedas. But even so, Gautama, there is one question about which we are in disagreement, namely, the importance of heredity in regards to who is a Brahmin. Please explain it to us and tell us what a Brahmin is." Yeah. Any volunteers?
Okay, I want to try. Chapter 17, 6 princes and Bamba. Ananda is in the midst of reciting the Vesada Sutra to the 500 Arahants. There were 2 young Brahmins, one called Vesada and the other Vaja. They started a conversation regarding the factors that may want a Brahmin. Vaja said it has to do with one's family. If one's bloodline is pure and there has been no intermarriage with other castes for 7 generations, the one is Brahmin. Okay, thank you.
Okay, anyone else?
Yes, I'm trying.
Okay.
But Wasita said, I disagree. If one's actions are good and one's duties are observed, then one is Sabrahman. They both stuck to their theories and neither could convince the other that he was right. Wasita suggested that they ask someone else advice and said there's hermit called Gormat, a princess such as whom it is said he teaches about pure life. Good indeed is the side of such saints. Let's go to this man Gorma and ask him to clear up this question and we will take his answer to settle our dispute. Yes, I stop here.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes. So the 2 young men went off to look for his master they had heard of. When they found him, they greeted him politely, and when Wasita spoke to him and said, Sir, you are both students of the Orthodox teachings, and we are both recognized and accept as experts in the study of the Vedas. But even so, Gautama, there is one question about which we are in disagreement, namely the importance of heredity in regards to who is a Brahmin. So please explain it to us and tell us what a Brahmin is.
Yes, but even so, what about this one was about this we are is this
Okay. We don't have much time, so let's explain this page, shall we? Ananda is in the midst of reciting the Vaseta Sutta to the 500 Arahants. Do you guys understand?
Mist.
But when you are in the midst of something, you are in the middle of something.
Middle.
While something is happening. It's usually something is happening and you are in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
There were 2 young Brahmins, one called Vaseta and the other one Bharadwaja. They started a conversation regarding the factors that make one a Brahmin.
mm-hmm.
Do you guys understand?
Regarding understand.
Regarding is like concerning, about. Yeah, about factors. Bharadwaja said, it has nothing to do with one's family. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
If one's bloodline is pure, and there has been no intermarriage with other castes for 7 generations, then one is a Brahmin.
Bloodline. It means
Bloodline.
blood on the line.
A bloodline is like you don't mix with other people. Like think of it like animals. Oh, okay. Think of it like horses or dogs. You know, horses, they have different species. Dogs, they have as well. So many different kinds of dogs. Now, when you have two different dogs come together and make babies, now their babies do not have the same exact bloodline as their parents, because now they have two different dogs. Do you understand?
Yeah. So I can this word can code for the people.
Yes. So, for
Oh.
example, if for 100 generations, your family have all been Vietnamese, no Vietnamese Thai, no Vietnamese Chinese, no Vietnamese and Japanese, just only Vietnamese. So that means your bloodline is pure. It's all Vietnamese from you to your parents, your grandparents, great grandparents, all the way to like maybe 100 generations in the past. So that's the bloodline is pure. But
Yeah.
if your grandparents, sorry, if your grandfather or your grandmother was I don't know, from Africa, but your other grandparent is from Vietnam, then your bloodline is not pure because it's been mixed with someone from a different country. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one, Ajahn, marriages.
Intermarriage is like to marry someone from a different country or a different class. So I think here is this referring to just the class or the caste, because we have another term that's for like two different people from two different countries. It's called interracial marriage.
Okay, Ajahn.
But Vaseta said, I disagree. If one's actions are good and one's duties are observed, then one is a Brahmin. They both stuck to their theories, and neither could convince the other that he was right. Vaseta suggested that they ask someone else's advice. Said, there is a hermit called Gautama, a prince of the Sakyas, of whom it is said he teaches a perfect pure life. No questions? Okay. Let's go to the man Gautama and ask him to clear up this question, and we will take his answer to settle our dispute.
This disputes.
A dispute is like a dispute is a disagreement. Like when you don't agree with each other, that's a dispute. I think this is right, and you think it is wrong. You think something else is right, and I think that's wrong, and I think this is right. So dispute.
Okay.
What is settled? Settled.
To settle a dispute is like to finally come to a conclusion, to come to an agreement where each side can just stop fighting. Like, okay, this is what we will accept, and just stop fighting. So you settle your dispute.
Yes.
So the two young men went off to look for this master that they had heard of. When they found him, they greeted him politely, and then Vaseta spoke to him and said, "Sir, we are both students of the Orthodox teachings, and we are both recognized and accepted as experts in the study of the Vedas. But even so, Gautama, there is one question about which we are in disagreements, namely the importance of heredity in regards to who is a Brahmin. So please explain it to us and tell us what a Brahmin is." That was very long.
Orthodox teaching.
Yes.
Orthodox. When a religion or philosophy or a style is orthodox, it's very traditional. Yeah. It's a traditional style, a traditional teaching, a traditional method. It's orthodox.
It's different from conservative. Conservative.
Of it's actually quite similar. Actually, wait. Let me double check.
Experts.
Well, actually, conservative is only used for politics. Orthodox is used for like style, fashion, religion, philosophy, way of thinking. Yeah, especially
Conservative
Orthodox
only used in
politics.
politics.
Yeah. But Orthodox is used for like for example, an Orthodox fighting style, Orthodox stance, Orthodox religious sect. It's like very traditional and it's very common. No other questions?
Heredity.
Heredity. Heredity is like something that you have by birth.
Oh. Heredity.
Yeah, heredity and hereditary. They're very similar. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. When something is hereditary, you have it by birth because your parents have it. It's like men with bald heads. They go bald because it's hereditary. They get it from their parents. Like everyone from my father's side of the family, when they reach the age of 40 or 50, they lose their hair, but they only they keep the hair on the side, but the top is completely gone. So in the next 10 or 20 years, I will not have hair on top of my head. It's just the side. Yeah.
You don't need to save the hair.
Well,
heredity.
if I don't disrobe and remain as a monk for the rest of my life, then I will never have to worry about my hair. But if I just disrobe, then it will be a very sad story.
Yeah, don't think about the lemon life. You always mention that.
Well, not always. Not always. It's just when we're talking about something, you have to, sometimes you talk about both sides, I guess. Yeah. What was the first question my sister asked me when she picked me up from the airport? When I got into her car?
Yeah, your sister asked you when you disrobe.
Yeah, she's like, when are you gonna disrobe and have kids? I'm like, I don't know. After like a 20-hour flight, that's what she decides to ask me. Not even, oh, welcome home. Yeah. When are you gonna disrobe? Yeah, that's my sister. Anyway, should we stop here and continue tomorrow?
Okay.
I think maybe tomorrow we can read 3 pages.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can read 3 pages. Because you never know how many pages will be the right amount, So when we have on-site classes, I usually just keep reading because for some reason I feel like if I don't read enough, then we will have plenty of extra time. Yeah. On site, I usually read like at least 4 pages. Yeah.
Yes.
But on site, we have 2 hours. But when we have 2 hours, we only explain like half a page. But when we have an hour and a half, it's only 2 pages. Sorry.
Because we have lots of conversations sometimes.
That's true. Well, I
A
think
long conversation.
yeah. Well, I think the atmosphere of being on site and seeing everyone. Sometimes like we can get carried away in our conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess online classes is not really bad because we tend to do more during online classes. On site, we get carried away by our conversations.
Oh, it's good. I like conversation.
Yeah.
I like site class.
Okay, so
Now,
let's
good.
end the class here, and we will meet again tomorrow at the same time.